Hey church, Greenhouse Church, Pastor Jared here. I've been missing you. Man, been a while since I shot you a video, so I thought today was the day to do that from the roof. So here's our repair we've been able to make. Got some folks together here a few weeks ago and made some needed repairs on the roof. I've been sleeping great, just knowing the roof's not leaking. So pastor problems, when the church roof is leaking, it's hard to sleep. So anyway, excited about that. Wanted to just say that God's at work in our church, and it's been amazing to pray with people as their spiritual hunger is growing. And so many of you, your spiritual hunger is growing. And I wonder if at this time in history, just so many of the things that we thought were solid aren't solid anymore, and we're noticing it, and we're kind of coming to the end of ourselves when it comes to putting our hope in systems of the world. And so I see God at work, been able to pray with so many people, doing weddings again, which is super fun, seeing people trust Jesus for the first time, hoping to see some people baptized real soon. The spiritual water level is growing in our church, and it's fun to watch. So keep pursuing Jesus. That's my prayer. And keep leaning in. I think he has more to say. And he's got more places in your heart that he wants to renovate. And so maybe we just lay our hearts before him and say, yes, Jesus, continue to find new places that you want to talk to me about, and you want to heal, and you want to bring your spirit to bear on my life. And so it's a fun thing. It's a fun thing. Beautiful day here in Lawrence. I want to give you a little bit of research today and then a few updates for what is going on. Barna Research says this: respondents who have stopped attending church during COVID-19 are less likely than their peers who are still attending the same church during pandemic to agree with the statement, "I'm not anxious about my life as I have inner peace from God." So research has been asking questions of practicing Christians, people who before COVID-19 were faithful and showing up and coming together often. And the research says for those who are still attending their same church and those who are faithful in that they are considerably less anxious about their lives and have inner peace. Listen to this. Practicing Christians who have stopped attending church in recent weeks are more likely than all other practicing Christians to say that they feel bored all of the time, or that they have felt insecure for at least some of each day. So insecurity, boredom, a sense of inner peace, statistically speaking, those things are yielding different results for those who are still being faithful to be with God's people. And so that's an amazing thing. So if you're joining online, if you're coming out to the to outside church, and keep it up. God's ways, they just work. In the middle of pandemic, in the middle of everything else, God's ways work. And so I want to encourage you in that. All right, I've got a few other announcements that I wanted to give you. Some reminders. This week, we are moving to 10 a.m. So it's 10 a.m. for outside church and 10 a.m. for online church. And once again, last week was kind of a rough go online. Man, we're doing our best. And so hopefully this week is going to be much better than last week. Had some sound issues and things like that. So excited about that. So 10 a.m., we're moving to 10 a.m. And the reason being is we discovered something called civil twilight. Civil twilight. And that is when there's enough light to see as opposed to the actual sunrise, which is when the sun crests over whatever the horizon is that you have. So civil twilight's getting late. So we're setting up, it takes a couple of hours to set up for church. We're setting up in the dark, so we got to move it back. And then also it's cooling off, so it's not so hot. So originally we said 9 o'clock because it just wouldn't be so hot. So things are cooling off and the sun is coming up later. And some of y'all you know, waking up is hard to do. So maybe we'll see a few more of you out for church at 10 a.m. All right. Next week is going to be an amazing weekend. Next weekend, not this Sunday, but the following Sunday, believe it's the 27th. It's going to be a great day. We've got plans for your whole day, okay? So just make plans with us for your whole day, all right? So church at 10, we'll be baptizing people then as well. And then a night of worship in the field as the sun is going down. It's going to be amazing. And for those of you who've been out, you realize that behind the stage, the sun will be setting for the first, 30 minutes of our time together singing. And so it's going to be incredible. God's Spirit's going to be there. We've got some special things planned. We've got some COVID-sensitive snackery that's going to be happening. And we're going to be singing and just enjoying God's presence outside. It's going to be awesome. You do not want to miss Night of Worship. And I bet there's somebody in your life that you want to invite to come with you to Night of Worship. All right, so we'll be baptizing people at that as well. And then tomorrow, which is Saturday the 19th, there's a big group from all sorts of churches here in town who are going to be praying en masse. All right, so that's prayer en masse. I think we've got some links to it on Realm. All right, so prayer en masse, it's in the morning. I think it's 10 a.m. I could be wrong about that. It might be 9 a.m. Should have brought the details up here on the roof, but prayer en masse. And I think the heart of that is to be united racially and to continue to ask God to please restore our land, to heal broken places in the place of equality and in the place of reform for just a more civil and less violent world to live in. And so that's an exciting thing going on. All right, church, I love you. I've taken 7 minutes of your time. You've invested 7 minutes of time with me on the roof. All right, I love you so much. I bless you. If you need something, absolutely make sure that you reach out to the church, info@greenhouselawrence.com, and we want to be a help. All right, I love you so much. Have a great day. See you Sunday. Bye-bye.